Fari Hamzei, founder of Hamzei Analytics. He joins us.
Kneecap.
Kneecap. Okay. Fari.
What's going on, guys? Good morning.
We've got a little bit of technical difficulties here with an echo. I'm hoping you can hear us okay there, Fari. What are you watching here
You're
today?
coming in loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear.
Excellent. So maybe it's just on our end. Retailers here. We've been looking at a lot of action here. And I know you're not a huge fan of trading the retailers, but you must be looking at, Walmart getting killed there yesterday. Home Depot gave a lot of the gains back. We got Lowe's getting killed here this morning. What are your thoughts here on the retailers?
I'm not a retailer guy. You're right. I trade the three main foundations of S&P, which is energy, technology, and finance. But occasionally we take a look. We do watch Home Depot. It had a bad day yesterday. It rallied to 2 sigma plus and then closed at 0 sig. That was the travel, if you will, for yesterday. And it's slightly lower today. Target beat, right? I just see that on
yes.
Reuters.
Yeah, Target trading higher here this morning.
Yeah, a little bit higher. And then Walmart, those guys keep on growing. I love large numbers, and they still do. And, again, not my area that much. But, generally speaking, maybe a little of the impact could be stabilization of gasoline prices, the oil price and gasoline prices puts less discretionary spending in the pocket of average guy out there. Maybe they cut back. Remember when the oil dropped, the retailers were rallying, and now they're kind of maybe, the people are spending a little bit less. The economy is not doing well. We know that. The economy at the margin is so-so, and you can also see it from the non-farm payroll. So we're not keeping up on the non-farm payroll with the immigrants and graduates, new forces coming to work. So I guess I'll say in line.
So what's on your radar then? If you're not trading the retailers, you were talking a little bit about the financials. Have you noticed this breakout in the financials the last few days?
Yeah, if you look at Goldman Sachs, my buddy Lloyd, He's doing good. That was a good one I saw. I noticed that on our OTF server. But what we've been traded, I couldn't call it trading. We've taken some positions, okay? And ETF-wise, we are short via being long put spreads on both gold, GLD, and silver, SLV. And actually, SLV dropped faster on a percentage basis. It's not our target yet. We have a little bit more to go. We're also a little bit long SPY because I noticed we had too much shorts on up here. And, you need to run not a balanced book, but, you're allowed to have a bias, but you just can't sit all your positions one way because order flow is king, and I haven't seen anybody who's been able to predict that very well over the years. So you always have to be ready.
All right, Fari, let's go to the index here, S&P 500 futures, and boy, oh boy, could be the third day of an extremely tight ranges here. I like to keep an eye on the 9-day average trading range of the S&Ps, and it's usually 22, 23, 24 points. Last two sessions, very, very tight ranges here. Actually, even go
last
back,
three.
Yeah, last three. Even the last four. If you go back to the last four, you've had these 10, 12-point ranges. Really can't go anywhere on the downside. Can't really. You hit 21.34 yesterday. We've just been chopping in this 21.20 handle here.
Yeah.
What are you using as something to get you leaning one way or another?
Well, we intraday, we run as you guys get a copy of it, we run twice a day. We run a table called ES Confluence. That gives us levels. Recently, they are packed back to back next to each other. And then we also post Ethan Primock's morning comments in terms of what he sees on the volume profile. Frankly, day trading has not been easy, especially last 3 days. Fourth day ago, which would be Friday, much easier. But this week has been, I'm sorry, last Thursday, much easier. But Friday on, today's Wednesday, we haven't started yet. It's been not easy. And like last night, I took a position on, yesterday, late yesterday. I could not get rid of it. I had to dump some near break even, so I took a small loss and then kept some as possible promise overnight. And then that didn't pan out either. And I said, I'm not going to sit here all night. So let's just close it, have no bias coming in the morning. Let's fight a new battle. I think everybody is, so now today we have minutes. At 1 p.m. Chicago, we have FOMC minutes. The downside only works so much. I think yesterday we came down hard at the beginning. We made it low, and then we slowly grinded up to about quarter of 1 Chicago time. And then you saw what the drop was that was heavy. That one, Ethan had called out very nicely. So there was some money to be made there. Of course, I was long near the top a little bit. So I started hedging quickly, and then I got rid of my long side. The NQ shorts worked out a little bit. It hasn't been easy. We also tell people in the room, please, unless there's a event-driven trade coming up, keep your bet size extremely small, just to be in a tempo, just to be in the market, or none at all. Just watch, because we're not dropping. Look at the Sigma channels; they're very tight, and the lines are very parallel. Slightly pulling up now because we've made contract new all-time highs. And if you look at VIX, we've been down there. We've been down there. Actually, a couple of guys in the room, they were betting on, I think, 9 calls on VIX. So, yeah, it's pretty tight, very slow, very boring, to say the least.
Yeah. Do you put any significance on
and also,
double closes?
Summer's not even here yet. It feels like summer. So.
Do you put
it could get worse.
Do you put any emphasis on double closes? 21, 26, that was your high. That was your all-time high. You had a close yesterday at 21, 24, 50. Now, of course, we've chopped around in that area quite a bit. Do you put, in the pre-market highs, 21, 26, 75, do you put any emphasis on like a double close in the S&P? No? Nope.
Okay. We run the OTF 24/6, so we'll let the charts tell us. Right now we're seeing support at 21.22s. It should hold. Now it's projecting 21.34. This range, it's sitting at 21.22 to 21. 21.22 to 21.34 as of now. And also. We're basing here, short term. We're basing. Next leg should be going higher. I don't think there's anything on the econ calendar this morning of any significance. Charlie Evans speaking. There is EIA coming up, but the main thing is 1 p.m. FOMC. So this morning, somebody like Ethan, who's never rushes in, he lets the market come to him. He may be sitting on his hand most of it this morning.
Fari, what is your thoughts here on Netflix? Because this thing has been on an incredible run here. If we really look from the beginning of the year, this stock has doubled. I want to talk about your Sigma levels. Is this thing overbought? And yesterday was the first day where we actually saw a little bit of profit taking. Stock got all the way up to 628 and then gave back $10 and closed kind of on the lows. What are your thoughts on Netflix, and what are the Sigma channels telling you on it?
Well, the monthly has hit the last 2 months at 2 Sigma, which is not what you usually hit unless it's on a tear. Last time it hit 2 Sigma. Keep in mind this is a different stock. Yeah, we give that in that context. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months in a row. It stayed at 2 Sigma. Okay, this was from January of 13 into. A little bit past the Q1 of last year. There's a weekly. It's got a little bit more to go, Dailies are maxed out. So I think it should be normal to at least to see some profit taking. You know what this reminds me? I don't know, guys, you were trading Qualcomm or not in October to December of '99. This reminds me of Qualcomm. And Qualcomm also went and hit 600. And if you go back to your charts, you see what happened after that. It got a big shake. So, I mean, in LA, there was a group of people who got their hands burned badly, especially those who were coming in pretty late because keeping up with the Joneses. You know, so-and-so is in it, so I better be in it. Let me look at quickly at the OTF chart. I don't know if you run the OTF chart on it. Yes, we do. Of course we do. Hold on. Let me bring it up here quickly. Right here. There we go. Here's the chart. Yeah. It should be pulling back. It's been for last, let's see, since 8th of May, it's in overbought condition. So it should be pulling back. But, you know, I always tell people, don't trade what you think, trade what you see. Because you could have all theories and hypotheses and ready, which is good. You've done your homework. That's what it signifies. But unless the order flow dictates that, then your head could be headed to you.
Fari, I want to talk to you about the Yahoo Alibaba kind of mess from yesterday. We don't talk to you much. I know we talk about Baba a little bit, but Yahoo here, tax implications. I mean, the IRS didn't say they were changing anything. Worried people, analysts coming out to defend it a little bit. What's your take on Yahoo?
Well, Yahoo, not following Yahoo much, but it has been pulling back last 5 months from a 2 sigma. Yesterday was a big hit, absolutely. We went down all the way to 4 sigma. All the way, I'm sorry, negative 4 sigma. It was horrible. Let's see. Especially looks like the last hour was the big impact. Again, it's not something we usually watch, especially post-Baba. I know we triggered on Baba. We had bunch of, let me go back here. Hold on 1 second. Let me switch back. I'm going to Baba now. We had a bunch of block trade that came in. As a matter of fact, somewhere in there, I think it was pretty much near the close. Ethan made a comment in the chat room that, look at it, how strong he became all of a sudden, where it was fairly quiet. Let's see. This was, this was towards the very end of yesterday, where this thing, like about 10 minutes to go, it really popped. And went up to close to 89. We have it on the OTF chart. We have a fairly tight range here. It's been pretty steady except this last pop there. And let's see, we're up just marginally up. But we did see a bunch of block trades near end of the day. I don't know when the earnings are. It should be, what, end of July, maybe? Or early, because they just had one, right?
Yep.
So it would be maybe early August. Unless there's some other news come. Now, remember, they also got pressured because of a number of luxury retailers went after them, saying that they allowed the resale of those counterfeits in China. Right. Yeah. This is something all these guys, eBay, Baba, even Amazon have to watch for. There have been rumors. There are some counterfeits also on Amazon. Amazon has been kind of much better policed. I guess probably the one who's least is eBay. My issue always with the Chinese companies is I don't necessarily trust their CPAs, and who knows? I mean, who knows? Who knows how all these numbers are correct or not? I just when I play it, I just take a look at the chart and see, short term, what's my momentum? Can I play it or not? I'm not an investor in something like Baba. I don't see any time I would recommend that for anybody to buy and hold, because one of these days the shoe would drop to something else they've done wrong. Now you got to realize for 5 months solid, they dropped from 111 all the way down to 85s. So this current month is the only month the green post that 5 months. So the stock is what we call repricing. That's all I can see here.
Okay, before we let you go, I just want to get your take on the biggest component in the index, Apple Computer. Uncle Carl said he was going to write a letter. He wrote a letter. They bought the shares up on it.
Right.
Hanging here at 130. Good earnings. They took it down after the earnings come back. Do you have any Sigma channels or anything to keep an eye on in Apple?
Sure. First of all, the front weeks of option contracts for Apple are very neutral. When you get for May, the first two are very neutral. When you go to June, they start becoming a little bit more bullish. But one of the toughest calls on Apple is the fact that it's got so much volume, including weeklies. So the sentiment is very dispersed. It's not like other names where you got solid monthlies. These are the weeklies, or as active as the monthlies are. That's a put call sentiment. That's one stock that we run a put call, and very shortly we're going to be also plotting it by expiry streaming. That means intraday. In terms of a chart, we pulled back from 2 sigma on the monthly. We've been hitting new all-time highs on a closing basis. For a month, we're basically there, not for the day, but for a month. The dailies are very quiet. The Sigma channels are very, very parallel. Almost no signal there, except very gradual basic, kind of a pull up. Next move, all things being equal, is a little bit to the upside. I don't see it going past 134-ish here right now. The weekly is very clean. Weekly is just got a steady run, and it's been in a it's been in a up momentum mode since June of last year. So very steady weekly. The market cap is huge. The part I have an issue with is the pricing that my schoolmate Carl Icahn gave. $240. I don't know what they're smoking in New York.
Okay.
That is way too big.
Talking your position, Fari Hamzei, founder of Hamzei Analytics. He joins the show every Wednesday, bringing his wealth of knowledge on aggressive equity options and index futures trends. Fari, as always, a pleasure. Just a real quick, a Microsoft update. You have 53, I have 45. We're inching a little bit closer to 45.
All right, Chief.
All right.
Sounds good.
We'll talk to you next week.